こんにちは、ハリケーンフットボールです。今回の教材はリーズユナイテッドの田中碧に関する動画です。今回もザ・スクエアボールのポッドキャストから、オプタの方をゲストに呼んでスタッツの話をしている動画です。田中碧も含め、リーズユナイテッドに関するスタッツを紹介しながら、いつものように楽しそうに話しています。田中碧とリーズユナイテッドの好調さもわかるような動画だと思いますので、お楽しみください。それではチェックしてみましょう。
Time now to introduce our guests. Welcome to the show, Jonny Cooper from Opta, the stats people. What do you do, Jonny? For anybody who doesn't know who you are, I do. But what about them?
What do I do? Blooming hell, what do I do? Just watch football, really.
Same.
Yeah. So we basically editorialise the football stats and make them interesting. When things happen, like Man United sacking their manager, we look into the stats and say this might be why he should have been sacked, or maybe why they should have kept him. But
and if you're watching like Super Sunday on Sky or Match of the Day, and Gary Lineker pulls a stat out of his arse, where's that coming from?
That's coming from somebody in our team, our team at Opta. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, very cool.
And you are prominent on X/Twitter in the Leeds United sphere as well. You are JR Cooper 26.
That's right.
Is your handle on there? That's where people can find you for your excellent statting stuff. So today on the show we've got chat about, so we can cherry pick this. We've got the defense, passing. Is there some Tanaka chat?
Some Tanaka chat.
Good.
Yeah.
He didn't win the Ballon d'Or.
Too early for him.
Came as a little bit. He's soon.
Very next year.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it when Rodri did his acceptance speech. He did it in Spanish, so I wasn't fully au fait with what he was saying, but I'm sure I heard the word Tanaka.
Probably
yeah.
not.
Coming up. Sorry to jump in, there was a point in the season where, because of the time he'd come off the bench and the added time, but we only count up to 90 minutes in a game as the minutes played, so he'd something like averaged 450 passes per 90 minutes because of the added time, but he'd only played like 9 minutes in our database. But it was like, oh, he's miles ahead. He's doing really well here. Like, wow, good player.
What a talent. Some comparisons 12 games in. We've got some Willie Nonto stuff. Chatting about Dayuth as well. Gilavogi, the new boys. Laji Ramazani, you've got some stuff there. The midfielders, speaking of Tanaka. Corner chat. We've got to start on corner chat, by the way. Some Firpo assists. And first goal scorers. Yeah, so talk to me about corners. We've done one. We've done a goal from a corner.
Yep. First time since Swansea in February. And I got quite a few people sort of saying that wasn't actually a corner. So I suppose I should probably explain sort of why that was still given as a corner, because that was Somerville, where I think we'd taken the corner and then it was about 15, 16 seconds after the corner we'd scored. But because all the defence was still set up as if it was a corner and we still had our players forward, it still goes down as a corner. So
the same phase of play.
Same phase of play.
Listen to me.
Very good.
Well guessed.
Do you want a job?
Give me a job at Opta.
Absolutely. But I think directly from a corner, it was the first time since December against Ipswich, which was strike again. So if you wanted it actually from the corner straight away, that was the last time, which is a ridiculous amount of time, really.
It was bloody good, wasn't it?
It wasn't a great corner.
But it was planned. They said afterwards it was planned.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Well, I mean, where I sit in the northwest, right next to that corner. So when he took it straight away, it was, oh, jeez.
Yeah, I think everybody did.
He's mishit it completely, and obviously it flew in. So
what do we know, hey?
Yeah, that was a 179th corner since we'd last scored from one, I was really disappointed it wasn't 180, just for the darts.
Speaking about style, so you were talking about passing. We are now obviously a passing machine with our Japanese prince in midfield.
That is true, yes. So we are top for successful passes, second for average possession in the championship. Tanaka's got a big part to play in that. Only 4 midfielders completed more passes in October in the championship than Tanaka, and 2 of them used to play for Leeds.
Is one of them Neil Kilkenny?
It should be. What a player.
He liked a pass and a point, didn't he?
He did. They both played in 2016-17, but very briefly. One of them had been here a bit before that and did quite well.
Connor Shocknessy.
No.
Championship. I was going to say Lewis Cook. No.
It's Matt Grimes.
Right.
And Alex Mower. 406 passes. But yeah.
What about, do you have anything to hand? I'm probably just about to throw you under the bus here, but progressive passing, because one of people's gripes with Farke's football, his controlling football, is that there's too much knocking it around out of the back.
Yes. So top for successful passes in the championship is Rodon. Is Strike, and then third is Rodon. And then I was looking at how many of those passes have been to one another. So they've passed the ball to each other 427 times this season, which was about 100 more than any other duo in the championship.
In the whole division?
Yep. So
I suppose
there's a lot of that.
It does go to show as well we've avoided injuries so far for the most part. in defence. So there is that.
Well, so no one else has had 2 centre-backs playing all season. Is that why we're stopped?
That's correct.
We do it a lot as well, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Your eyes tell you. When you're watching it, you're like, okay, here we go. Side to side again, here we go.
Yeah, it's with a bid to draw on the opposition. Isn't it? It's just very difficult to watch. But then again, I remember seeing when Brighton came to Ellen Road under De Zerbi, and they were playing that absolutely manic, sort of ultra deep passing football. They were just tippy-tapping it around the back, around the 6-yard box. I was like, this is mad. But it felt sexy and exciting because it wasn't us, I suppose. But they were flirting with danger, whereas ours seems to be very kind of edge of the box, pass to one another, go side to side, back to one another.
But for the most part, teams don't really press us in this division. It's Watford did, and it felt a bit of a rarity. Generally, people stand off a little bit more.
Although the daft thing is, I thought we looked threatened a little bit by their pressing.
Oh, we did, definitely. Yeah, particularly the start of the second half where it just looked like we were playing at a different pace to them for 15 minutes.
That's been the toughest game to watch, I think, this season, because they really did have us on the rope for about 15 minutes, and then it was like, let's just ride this out. And then once we rode it out, I don't think they really threatened much the last half an hour, but it was a worrying 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it was really informative when we spoke to Tony DeRigo when he came in last week, actually, and he was just saying, under those circumstances, when it's not quite working for you, you just make sure you don't concede. And it's as basic as that. It's just keep it tight at the back, ride it out, and the game will hopefully shift in your favour again. And it did. But so we are built on defensive solidity this season. It's been one of the hallmarks of this team. And Farke was saying, actually, wasn't it? Was it his post-match or his pre-match? One of the 2 press conferences he did fairly recently, suggesting that it's best defences that get promoted.
Yep, I would agree with that. I mean, just from watching the game as a fan, there was just that Watford game that we mentioned where I felt, oh God, we're in trouble. But every other game I've just felt really unthreatened by the opposition. I mean, the Portsmouth game where we let 3 in, one of them was a penalty, one of them was a great goal, the other one was bad defending, to be fair. But that's the only time we've really let, apart from the Middlesbrough game in the Cup. So yeah, this season faced the fewest shots on target, lowest XG against. Opposition have had the fewest touches in our box as well. So we are based on not giving the opposition a sniff. I mean, since we've recorded at Opta the Championship data for shots, it's the fewest shots faced at this stage of the season by a team.
Really?
Ever, yeah.
So how long ago is that?
2013-14.
Wow.
Yeah. 85 shots faced in 12 games.
We're going to George Graham our way out of this division.
Basically, yeah.
Talk about Tanaka a bit more.
No, Dan, let's move on.
He's dead good, though, isn't he?
He's got the best, most successful passes per 90 minutes in a season on record by a midfielder for Leeds. There you go.
Doesn't surprise Johnny. It doesn't surprise me.
No.
That's something I identified very, very early in his Leeds career.
Absolutely.
A few weeks ago. He's nice. About nice new Tanaka merch, by the way.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
However, if
don't you however me.
if Guilavogui does replace Tanaka, I was looking at oldest players to debut for Leeds this century. He's 34. We've not had a player that old debut for us since Rob Green in 2016. And as an outfield player, Michael Brown. It's not a very good list of players. This list is not good. I won't quiz you on it, but it
feels like a low bar to clear.
次は解説です。今回も比較的聞き取りやすい音かとは思いますが、単純にスピードが速く、少しボソボソ喋っているところは聞き取るのが難しいでしょう。人によって難しいと思うポイントや音は、それぞれなので、皆さんはどのように感じるでしょうか。特にネイティブの発音の特徴、特に日本人が難しいと思うポイントが整理された教材もありますので、またいつか紹介したいと思います。今回の動画も面白い表現もありましたので、また楽しみながら勉強しましょう。それでは解説です。
So Boo basically editorialized the football stats.
エディトリアライズは特に報道やコンテンツ制作において主観や意見を交えて論評することを意味し、ニュースやデータを単純に伝えるのではなく、解釈や意見、解説を付け加えて表現する行為を指します。エディットは文章やデータを事実に基づいて整理、修正、構成するという意味で使われるのに対し、エディトリアライズはデータなどを整理、修正するだけでなく、その内容に主観的な意見や解釈を加え、読者に特定の見解を示すというイメージです。
So Boo basically editorialized the football stats. So Boo basically editorialized the football stats.
And you are prominent on X/Twitter.
プラミネントは目立つや有名なを意味する単語です。有名人や重要な物事など多くの人が注目するものに使われ、物理的に他よりも目立って見えることも指します。 プラミネントは、プロが目立つと覚えるとイメージしやすいでしょう。
And you are prominent on X/Twitter, and you are prominent on X/Twitter in the Leeds United sphere as well.
スフィアは、主に球体、範囲や領域を意味します。物理的には、玉や球体の形状を指し、比喩的に使われると、特定の分野や活動範囲、専門領域を表します。
In the Leeds United sphere as well. In the Leeds United sphere as well. So we can cherry pick this.
チェリーピックは自分にとって有利なものや最良のものだけをよりすぐって取ることを意味し、都合の良いデータや情報だけを選んで使う場合にも使われます。熟したチェリーだけを摘む。イメージから来ています。
So we can cherry pick this. So we can cherry pick this. And I'm probably just about to throw you under the bus here, but
スローアンダーザバスは他人を犠牲にして自分を守るや裏切るという意味のイディオムで、責任を回避するために誰かに罪をなすりつける場面で使われます。バスの下に投げるイメージで相手を危険にさらすことを指しています。
And I'm probably just about to throw you under the bus here, but one of people's gripes with Farkas football.
グライプとグリップ語は意味が異なる似た単語ですが、グライプ語は小さなことに対する不満や愚痴を指し、繰り返し愚痴を言う際にも使われる一方で、グリップ語は物をしっかりと握ることや心を捉えるといった意味で使われます。グリップ語は物理的な握りや心理的な引き付けを意味し、グライプ語は感情や不平を表します。
One of people's gripes with Farkas football. One of people's gripes with Farkas football. Yeah, it's with a bid to draw on the opposition, isn't it?
ドローン語は頼る、活用する、利用するという意味がありますが、ドローグが本来持つ、引っ張る、引き寄せるというニュアンスから、サッカーなどのスポーツでは相手を引き寄せるという意味で使われます。相手を引き寄せて意図的にスペースを作り出すような戦術を指します。
Yeah, it's with the bid to draw on the opposition, isn't it? Yeah, it's with the bid to draw on the opposition, isn't it? And they were playing that absolutely manic.
マニック語はいわゆる躁うつ状態の層のことを言い、非常に興奮したや異常なほど活発なという意味で使われます。人や行動がコントロールできないほど活気に溢れている様子を表し、興奮しすぎて落ち着かない動きや激しい活動の様子に使われます。
And they were playing that absolutely manic. And they were playing that absolutely manic. They were just tapping it around the back.
チッピータップ語は、チップしたりタップしたりするようなイメージから、短くて軽いパスを細かくつなぐ様子を表す擬音のような表現で、特にリスクを避けつつボールを保持するためのパス回しを意味します。
They were just tapping it around the back. They were just tapping it around the back. But they were flirting with danger.
フラートウィズはもともとイチャつくという意味ですが、比喩的に軽い関心を示す。リスクに挑むという意味でも使われます。軽い気持ちで何かを考え始めたり、危険を軽く見て接近するニュアンスで、いずれも真剣というよりは少し興味を持って試してみるという軽い感じのニュアンスがあります。
But they were flirting with danger. Although the daft thing is, I thought we...
ダフトは主にイギリス英語で使われる口語的な表現で、馬鹿げた、愚かな、おかしなという意味を持ちます。愚かという意味でも深刻さはなく、親しみを込めて冗談っぽく使われ、軽い冗談や非難で使われることが多いです。
Although the daft thing is, I thought we...
Because they really did have us on the rope for about 15 minutes.
オンザロープス語は、特にスポーツやビジネス、日常会話などで使われるイディオムで、窮地に立たされている、追い詰められているという意味を持ちます。もともとはボクシング用語で、選手がロープに追い詰められ、反撃が難しい状況を指し、危険的状況や劣勢にある時に使われますが、逆転の可能性がまだ残されているニュアンスもあります。
Because they really did have us on the rope for about 15 minutes. Because they really did have us on the rope for about 15 minutes.
It's just keep it tight at the back. Ride it out.
ライドアウトは困難や危機を耐え抜いて乗り切るという意味のイディオムで、特に状況が好転するまでじっと耐える様子を表します。ライドは馬や船に乗ったまま荒波や困難をやり過ごす様子を表しており、アウトは最後まで耐え抜くことを強調しています。ビジネスでは不況を乗り越えるなどの意味でもよく使われ、困難が去るまで耐えるニュアンスが含まれています。
Just keep it tight at the back. ride it out. Just keep it tight at the back. Ride it out. It's been one of the hallmarks of this team.
ホールマーク語は特徴や際立った特質を指す言葉です。もともとは金や銀に刻まれる品質保証の印のことでしたが、そこから転じてそのものや人を象徴する特質、典型的な特徴という意味で使われます。
It's been one of the hallmarks of this team, and it's been one of the hallmarks of this team.
いかがでしたか？オプタによるスタッツの話は面白かったですね。田中碧に関連しないスタッツの話もたくさんしてますので、興味があればオリジナルの動画をチェックしてみてください。パスが多いことが必ずしも良いことではないとも思いますが、田中碧やリーズユナイテッドのチームとしてのパススタッツも特筆しているのがわかり、間違いなく好調の一つの要因ではあるでしょう。インターナショナルウィークに入っても、日本代表関連の動画の前に、もう少しクラブチームの動画を上げたいと思っていますので、お時間あればチェックしてみてください。本日もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。またすぐにお会いしましょう。